Masquerade say Mure Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari chanka kukuya panino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingu wagara waga subscribe, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Mure Zimbabwe tagigira inyaya buditswa na Chatunga uyo abuda achitaura about the marriage ya Bona and Simba Chikore abuda achiexposa Simba Chikore shinzi aifunga kuti achadya pfuma hanzi asi akazongoona arambwa muri Zimbabwe. Belamai Mugabe akabuda achitaura iye achiti zvinoita rudo so idzi dzekundipfekedza sutu inenge mablazer echikoro dzakangomuka dhoo ratovharwa dzakatemba kudya upfumi. Papicture iyi dzaifunga ndikudzisekerera apo ndaitodziseka. Ndo mabuditsiro akaitwa nyaya iyi naChatunga muri Zimbabwe achitaura iye achiti Simba Chikore was after Mugabe's wealth muri Zimbabwe. Marriage ya Simba na Bona yakazopera on a bad note muri Zimbabwe. Shure bekunge varambana Bona achitaura yachiti panga pasina rudo pakati pevaviri ava vakanga vane 9 years vari mu marriage muri Zimbabwe. And Bona akataura yachiti rudo rwavo rwanga rapera zvokuti panga pasingachakwanise kuitika restoration. Nyaya yakabuditswa neriIOL muri Zimbabwe vachitaura vachiti divorce negotiations between the late Zimbabwean former President Robert Mugabe's daughter Bona and her estranged husband Simba Chikore have reportedly taken a nasty turn as the fight for assets turns ugly. Bona made headlines after it emerged that she had filed for divorce summons at the High Court. She filed for divorce for her husband of 9 years, Chikore, because their marriage has irretrievably broken down with no prospect of restoration. Mugabe and Chikore's divorce proceedings have, however, reportedly become acrimonious, with a contentious battle over the division of assets. The situation had taken a turn for the worse, as Chikore reportedly sold 100 cattle that belonged to both parties, potentially leading to his arrest. There are also reports that Chikore has rejected Mugabe's offer and is demanding more properties from her. According to Newsworks, Mugabe reportedly offered Chikore a house in Chishawasha, motor vehicles, cattle, and other significant assets as part of the divorce settlement. Chikore, however, swiftly rejected the offer. Instead, he made a demand for additional properties, including those located in the affluent area of Owensdale in Harare. Those properties are presently held by Mugabe on the premise that they were given to her through her father's estate. Harare recently reported that Mugabe was determined to end her marriage with Chikore, that she opted to forego the equitable division of assets to expedite the divorce process and prevent any unnecessary delays. According to a reliable source, Mugabe wanted to speed up her divorce from Chikore because she was now fed up with his shenanigans. Mabuditsiro akaitwa nyaya iyi muri Zimbabwe. Zvakare pane article zvakare yakabuditswa about the battle yemaproperties iyayo pachitaurwa ipo pachinzi while the late former President Robert Mugabe's daughter and her estranged husband Simba are still locked in divorce proceedings and intense negotiations on property sharing, the controversial pilot has sold 100 cattle belonging to the couple, prompting contemplation of a police case against him. This has set the stage for dramatic and messy divorce, which Bona is desperate to avoid to protect her name and family reputation. Chikore's name is already mired in a series of controversial issues, including the Zimbabwe Airways scandals and the attempt to build a 39 million mansion at the foot of a mountain next to venue Mwinzi in Owensdale. The house is accessible through Kari Craig Road, Owensdale Road, and Luna Road, which converge along the way from opposite directions. However, the fight for the estate is likely to be fiercely contested, as it involves a sentimental house number 40 Quen Road in Mount Pleasant, Harare, where Mugabe first stayed when he became Prime Minister in 1980. Chikore is demanding his pound of flesh. One of the properties likely to trigger noise between Bona and Simba is the historic Mount Pleasant house donated to them during their wedding. But after Mugabe gifted them the Mount Pleasant house, the couple asked to build them a house of their choice and dreams. As the divorce negotiations intensify, it has now emerged Bona offered Chikore a house in Shawasha, motor vehicles, cattle, and other significant assets as part of the divorce settlement. However, Simba promptly rejected the offer, demanding instead to be given more properties, including Harare's upmarket Umwinsdale, which Bona is holding on to on the ground that they were donated by their late father's estate. An investigation by the Newswalks in 2021 into property development showed that the construction of a 25-roomed house is estimated to cost at least 20 million. It originally expected to cost 39 million. The imposing mansion sits on a 22-hectare tract of land that cascades down the mountain right to its foot in the Umwinsi River Valley in Umwinsdale. To put it into perspective, the house is built on land that is bigger than Harare Gardens, which sit on 21 hectares. The house's plinth, a built-up area, measured at the floor level of the story or a basement, is about 7,800 square meters. The multi-story house has a basement, which is 1,200 square meters. Ground floor, 3,000 square meters. First floor, 3,000 square meters. And sun deck, which is 600 square meters. In the basement are 9 rooms, including an apartment, while the ground floor has 8 rooms and the first floor has another 8 rooms. When all these additional features are factored in, the house will cost well over 20 million, according to conservative estimates. The initial planned cost was 39 million before Mugabe's death gave Simba and Bona a financial reality check. At the moment, the total cost of the house is expected to be at least 20 million. This is because the owners of the property are now struggling to finish the house, which at the beginning was supposed to cost 39 million, said a source at the Mugabe's Blue Roof family. The late former president was financing the project. Mugabe said he would fund the Umwinsdale project. He paid for everything before he died. Simba and Bona are now struggling to complete it. It is a huge project. They need millions of US dollars to complete it. The source said if Mugabe was still alive, the cost could escalate to around 39 million, considering the price of the vast tracts of land, construction expenses, design charges, finishings, and landscape, which he would have been prepared to finance. The price would have been much higher if they still had money, because in an elevated mountain area like that, it might have cost up to 500,000 per square meter to build, but that is now been contained to 2,500 per square meter, another source said. While Bona offered Chikore some properties, his separated husband is demanding to be given more properties, which she is flatly refusing to do. This is contrary to Bona's wish to quickly finalize the divorce and settle all outstanding issues without drama. She says, since the marriage is now irretrievably broken down, dealing with proprietary issues now will only delay granted the divorce decree. She adds that it is just and equitable to address that after divorce. Meanwhile, the parties are still engaging each other on their proprietary interests and rights. This has led to disagreements on how to share properties. Mabuditsiro akati wa nyaya muri Zimbabwe neti nyuzva kuti tingazive kuti munoiona sei nyaya yetiudzewo zvamuri kufunga mu comment section.